There are moments in life when something simple, just a post, a message, a short video, ends up touching people in ways no one expected. Not because it was loud or dramatic, but because it carried something deeper. Something real. Something that connects straight to the heart. That is exactly what happened with Sonia's recent post. At first glance, it looked like a simple new week message. A calm, positive, feel-good kind of content. But if you look closely, if you truly listen, you will realize it was more than just words. It was more than just a greeting. It was a prayer. It was a message of peace. And for many people, it felt like a personal reminder that everything they are going through right now still has meaning. Welcome back to Lizzy Gist World, where we don't just watch, we understand, we reflect, and we grow together. Let's be honest, people post motivational things every day. Quotes, captions, affirmations, we see them all over social media. But not everything sticks. Not everything connects. Sonia's message was different. Why? Because it wasn't just said, it was felt. Her words centered around something many people struggle with silently: peace. Not the kind of peace that comes when everything is perfect, but the kind of peace that exists even when things are not going your way. She reminded everyone that peace is not about having everything. Peace is not about perfect timing. Peace is not about easy life. Real peace comes from trusting that even when things don't make sense, they are still working for your good. And that right there, that message hit home for so many people. If you check the comment section under her post, you would understand what really happened. People didn't just like or scroll past. They stayed. They engaged. They prayed. Some people wrote heartfelt prayers for themselves and their families. Others spoke about their struggles. Some simply said amen with full belief. That is not normal engagement. That is spiritual connection. That is when content moves from entertainment into impact. And this is where things get interesting. Let's talk about it. Because honestly, this is the question many people are now asking. Is Sonia just posting content, or is there something deeper about her? When someone is able to speak words that calm people's hearts, inspire hope without trying too hard, make strangers feel seen and understood, lead people into prayer without calling it a sermon, then it raises a serious thought. Maybe it's not just talent. Maybe it's a calling. Some people in the comment section even went as far as calling her a prophet. Now, whether you agree or not, one thing is clear. She carries a voice that reaches people beyond surface level. And that is not something everybody has. Let's not underestimate this. In today's world, where everything is fast, loud, and sometimes fake, there is something powerful about simplicity. Sonia did not preach. She did not shout. She did not try to prove anything. She simply spoke from a place of common truth. And that is what made it powerful. Because sometimes, people are not looking for motivation. They are looking for peace. One of the strongest parts of this whole message is the reminder that not everyone who looks okay is okay. People dress well. People smile. People post happy moments. But inside, they are dealing with things you may never understand. And that is why Sonia's message mattered. Because she wasn't speaking to people's appearance. She was speaking to their inner reality. She acknowledged that life is not always smooth. Things don't always go as planned. Sometimes doors close without explanation. But even in all of that, peace is still possible. Let's be real. There are things we all want. Money, love, success, opportunities. And sometimes, We want them so badly that when we don't get them, it feels like life is against us. But here's the truth Sonia was trying to pass across. Not everything we want is right for us at that moment. That hit deep. Because sometimes, what feels like rejection is actually protection. There are doors that close because behind them is stress, pain, or regret. But we don't always see that immediately. Most times, when things don't work out, we ask, why me? Why is this happening? But Sonia's message encourages something different. Instead of asking why me, ask, what can I learn from this? That shift alone can change everything. Because growth doesn't come from comfort. It comes from disappointment, delay, challenges. Those moments build strength, patience, wisdom. And those are the qualities needed for bigger blessings. Many people think that once they achieve success, they will finally have peace. But that is not always true. Because if you don't have peace within you, money won't satisfy you. Success won't come you. Achievement won't fulfill you. Peace is something you build inside yourself. And when you have it, you don't feel desperate. You don't feel broken. You don't feel lost. Instead, you feel steady, grounded, hopeful. This is another powerful reminder from Sonia's message. In today's world, it is very easy to compare. You see people getting married, making money, traveling, living the life you want. And you start to wonder, what about me? But here's the truth. Everyone's journey is different. Just because someone else is receiving something you desire does not mean you have been forgotten. Your time will come. But it will come in your own way, and at the right time. Sometimes, we hold on too tightly. To people. To opportunities. To expectations. Even when things are clearly not working. Sonia's message gently reminds us. If something is not working, it's okay to step back. That is not weakness. That is wisdom. Because sometimes, stepping back is the first step forward. One of the most overlooked things in life is gratitude. We focus so much on what we don't have that we forget what we already do. But when you start appreciating the little things, your mindset shifts. Your heart feels lighter. Your perspective changes. You begin to realize that your life is not empty. It may not be perfect, but it is still meaningful. This is where everything comes together. At the end of the day, Sonia's message is about trust. Trusting that things will make sense eventually. Delays are not denials. Closed doors are not the end. Even when you don't understand what is happening, you keep believing that everything is aligning for your good. And that is what real peace looks like. Let's not ignore this part. There's a reason this post is gaining attention. There's a reason people are sharing, commenting, and engaging deeply. It's because it is relatable. It is honest. It is emotional. It is spiritual without being forced. In a world full of noise, this kind of message stands out. So, is Sonia just a content creator? Or is she someone with a deeper purpose? That is for you to decide. But one thing is clear. She has started a conversation that matters. A conversation about peace. About trust. About growth. About faith. And most importantly, about finding calm even when life feels uncertain. If you are going through a tough time right now, if things are not working the way you planned, if you feel like you are behind in life, take a moment, breathe, and remember this. You are not forgotten. Your journey is still unfolding. And everything, yes, everything is working together for your good. Thank you so much for being here. If this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Comment your thoughts. And most importantly, carry that peace with you wherever you go. Because at the end of the day, peace is not found in having everything. Peace is found in trusting that everything is working out for your good. Stay blessed. Stay grounded. Stay hopeful. See you in the next gist.